Hello and welcome to our September, and for this month our theme is all about clearing the slate, starting afresh. It kind of has that new starting school vibes where you used to get like your new pencil cases and your stationery, and you kind of used to clear the decks and start again. So for me, when I think about clearing the decks, it's the only way we can kind of figure out the steps forward is to really hone in. And for that, it takes a lot of stillness. So I'd like you to quiet down the distractions all around you. If you can, get your pajamas on, like get some fluffy socks, like get yourself all cozy and warm, close the blinds, light some candles, put some chilled out music on. And in a very short space of time, we're gonna clear the decks and we are gonna hone in and find some stillness. But to start off with, we're going to find a little bit of breath work. So our breath work today is going to be all about building heat, but for me it's also known as, people describe it, it's called like skull shining, I think that's how they pronounce it. Breath work, so it's kind of really energizing and invigorating, and then we're going to very quickly drop into our stillness. But for me it feels like burning everything off to then arrive. So when you're ready, it's called Kalabati breath. Take an inhale through the nose really slowly, filling the lungs all the way to the very top, and just slowly exhale out the nose again, just really slowly. One more time, just like that. Inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs to the very top, allowing your body to expand and rise. And exhale very slowly, just softening down. Inhale through the nose, fill the lungs to the very top. Now, short, rapid exhales, you're going to be drawing your belly button back towards the spine. Good, take a breath in. 2 more rounds, close down your eyes on this one. Good, inhale. Final one. Good, breath in. And let it go. Allow the eyes to flutter open. And we're going to come into our first posture, which is going to be our seated butterfly today. So the soles of the feet come together, the knees come out nice and wide. If you have a blanket to pop your bum on top of, please do. If you have a sandbag or anything of the sort to settle on top of your feet, please do. I'd like you to think about folding over for this practice, so an opportunity to physically go within. Tuck the chin towards the chest, allow the palms to face high, ready to receive, or the palms to face down to really reflect and go in with that little bit more. With the spine in flexion, gently softening, melting over. Letting go of the need to have to move or fidget or do anything. And we all of a sudden bring our entire awareness to our breath. As we inhale, the ribs expand 360 around the body. As we exhale, the body softens over just a little bit more. Maybe noticing in these longer lengths of postures, of holds, the sensations that occur. Maybe today here it's in the inner thighs, maybe it's in the back of the body. Or maybe there's no feeling at all, and that's okay. So as we think about starting afresh, we not only have to be looking ahead into what it is we'd like to change, but to be able to know that we have to look back a little bit. So maybe just noticing where you're pouring all your energy, all your time. And is that where you'd like to be pouring it? Shaking off the stress of the day. the pressures from the outside world, and just melting into this posture. You've got a final 3 rounds of breath here. Good. On that final exhale, just very gently start to ease yourself back up. Well done. Maybe extending through that left leg and bringing that sandbag on top of that left shin, and bring the right foot on the inside of that left leg. Now, for you, it might look like a deep bend in that left knee. So you might be a little bit more like this, and roll some blankets, some cushions, some pillows up underneath that left knee. I'd like to think about bringing that left leg out towards the left just a little bit more, so that as you dive it over, tucking the chin in towards the chest and staying here, or maybe just bringing if you're on the floor, you could bring your forehead towards the bed frame or a couch. And remember, it's not about finding our depth physically, it's just this moment to fully go in. To no longer be distracted by all the noise, by all the to-dos. Slowing that breath down, slowing that heartbeat down. And arriving into this connection with ourselves. So the eyes are closed, the head is heavy. And maybe we can start to sink a little bit deeper now you've been here for a few rounds of breath. Inhaling, the ribs expand. Exhale, the body softens. Final 2. Final 1. Good. As you exhale, gently bring yourself all the way back up. And we're going to swap it over to the other side. So that right leg extends. Take a bend into that left knee. And the left foot comes to the inside of that right leg. Diving yourself straight in between those legs. Taking your time to find your depth, your variation. And maybe it's a little bit more upright today, again with the eyes closed, with the chin tucked in towards the chest. Or maybe it's lowering down onto those forearms today. Closing down those eyes. And just watching the inhales and the exhales. Embracing any sensations that arise. Nice. Final big deep breath in. Exhale, release, and bring ourselves all the way back up. I really hope you didn't hear Finn. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. I hope you feel a little bit fresher already. If you have time, I'd love for you to end with your legs up a wall. And if you have anything to bring your, a sandbag or anything on top of those feet, it's going to feel really nice. If you're next to your bed or your couch, could you rest your calves on top? But wherever you are, just bring yourself into a shavasana. And if you have time, please just stay here for a little bit longer if you can. Bringing one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly, and whatever variation of shavasana would feel good for you. So it might be the legs outstretched, it might be the knees bent and the knees knocking into one another. It might be the hands on top of the body or off the body. Your body, your practice. You find what's right for you. But we close down those eyes. We soften that jaw. And every morning we get this opportunity to start again. As the sun sets, ending on the day, and the sun rises, beginning a new one. We always have the opportunity to start again. It's never just the start of the year or September school year. It's every morning we can rewrite our story. Take a breath in. Big sigh out. Thank you so, so much for joining me on the mat today. Have a wonderful rest of your month. That's enough. Bye.